2.5 month detailed study strategy for your CA intermediary examination is what I'm going to be discussing in this video. So if you are looking to start your preparation right now and have 2.5 months left for your examination, then you can follow all these study tips, all these strategies to effectively pass both the groups of your CA intermediary. I'm Megha Bansali, Indian Qualified Chartered Accountant and ACCA. So I have used all these strategies in my CA intermediary examination and I could clear it in my very first attempt. So I'm bringing all those tips and strategies just for you, and from whom I have got these tips are from All India Rank 1. So my uncle got All India Rank 1 somewhere in 1980s, and my dad has also got All India Rank 18, and they have passed on these tips to me, and these are the tips that I'm bringing for all of you. So first, to begin with, what is very important is if you are starting your studies now. So I'm going to be explaining this video more with regard to the September 24 attempt. So if you're looking at September 24 attempt and you're starting your preparation right now, what you should be doing, how you should be going about it. First, don't have any distractions. Now, by distractions, there are multiple things. If you're focusing on your CA intermediary examination, it should just be CA intermediary examination, no college, no graduation, no BCom, no other classes in between. Please stop all of that. If you have to still take some of the CA coaching classes, probably not more than 2 hours. Do not have anything else to do beyond 2 hours of commitment for these 2.5 months. Second of all, before you start studying, please get your study material in place. Have the required books that you need to study from. Do that homework. So, see, it is right now about 8th, 9th of June. So you can start studying from 15th of June. Now use these 4-5 days to effectively plan and strategize. Effective planning always helps. So get all your books in place, have all the study materials already available. Do not order books later on. Please don't do that. Figure out which author's book you want to study from and have that ready with. Next, please have a routine in place. It is very important to have a routine. So there should be a time that, okay, I'm going to study late at night, I'm going to study early in the morning. This is mostly my schedule, and try and include at least half an hour of some activity which you really like. It could be like a simple walking, cycling, probably listening to music, whatever you want to do. Have a half an hour of activity time, which is very important. And yes, very important, please avoid all your distractions, especially social media. Yes, I know, I am putting this up on a social media platform, but use it only for educational purposes. Please stop your Instagram. Instagram is not a platform for you to use. Start it from today, so that at least 1 month before the examination you're able to cut off yourself completely. So please do that. So have all these things ready before you're going to start your studies. Now, let's say you're going to start your studies from 15th of June. You can start this plan from 15th of June. Now spend next 1.5 months on just studying the concepts, understanding things. So, you target to finish your syllabus by 31st of July. That should be your target. Now you need to put in more number of hours because we have less time and less duration for our CA intermediary. So at least 10 hours to 12 hours is what I would recommend for all of you to sit and study. Because remember, see, you have to just do it for 2.5 months. Once your CA inter is over, it's all done. You don't have to go through this cycle again and again. So just think that this is my attempt and this is when I'm going to clear it. Honestly, that's the mindset I had, and that's when I could clear my CA intermediary. So, 2.5 months, it should be 10 to 12 hours every day is what you're putting in for your studies. Now, before you start studying, have a good plan in place. Okay. In the plan, what you should be doing is you should download the chapter wise weightage document which is available on the ICAI knowledge portal. So you get an understanding of which chapter is going to come for which marks, and that is how you can plan your study plan. Now, let's say I'm doing accountancy. I know 30 to 35 percentage of the syllabus comes from company accounts. So start from your company's account, get 100% confidence on your company's account. So you pick up your high weighted chapters first and try to finish that first. So what will happen is in the first 1 month of your preparation, you should be done with 70 to 80 percentage of the syllabus of all the subjects. Okay, please don't go subject wise. The reason being, if you're going to spend, let's say, 6 days on accountancy, then you move on to the next subject. Okay, after 1 month, you have not touched accounts for last 1 month. You will forget everything in accounts. So don't do that. Okay, pick all the subjects simultaneously and finish your preparation in 1.5 months. Now, how your typical day planning should look like, try and do one accounting standard per day or one auditing standard per day, because reading accounting or auditing standard can get too boring if you're doing it at a 2 hour or 3 hour stretch. So first half an hour or 1 hour of the day, read one standard. So what will happen, you will finish all the standards, and you will not even realize when you have covered major chunk of your standards, because standards take a lot of time if you're reading it at a stretch. So read standard for half an hour of the day. Then you move on to a practical subject. Then you do one theory subject, which could be your taxation, it could be your law, or it could be your strategic management, and then move on to a practical subject. So pick all the subjects simultaneously and try and finish all of them in your 1.5 months. Now, when you're doing the subject, what is important is to make some summary notes. Now, if you feel it is too time consuming to write it down, just highlight in your text. Whichever material you're using, just highlight there. And if you feel some point is relevant, simply note down some points over there. Now, this is very important. Reason being, when you're going to revise, you are not going to have so much time to read everything. So you will have just 2 days, or you might have like 1 day before the examination to read all the concepts. So if you have highlighted points, you can only read these highlighted points 1 day before the examination, so all your concepts can start getting covered. So start your preparation for the examination from today. So start marking, make some summary notes. The best way and the most effective way that I use is to make flowcharts. So the way I summarize is, I summarize one chapter, one page via flowcharts. Okay, flowcharts is the most effective way because it is easier to remember. Plus, it is not going to take a lot of time to make flowcharts. So you could follow that. Now, for any topic which you're finding very difficult is, again, you can make some summary notes, stick it onto your table where you're going to see it repetitively. You could make voice notes for yourself, which you could listen to while you're sleeping, while you're walking, or you're doing some other leisure activity. So it'll help you retain. This is how you can get your concepts reduced. And please mark questions which you think you want to practice again. So there could be one way is, you're practicing all the questions today, you're marking the difficult ones for your second revision. Or the second way is, if a chapter is having 5 questions, you're doing 4, you're marking the fifth one, which you will do at the time of revision. So you could follow any of the strategies. So make summary of your concepts, mark important questions. This is what you will have to do at the time of your revision. So finish your concepts plus your questions in this 1.5 months. Now that you've finished all your preparation in 1.5 months, now how do you utilize your last 1 month is, split it into 18 plus 20 days. So split it into two parts. First 18 days will be your first revision, so which is effectively 3 days per subject, where you revise your concepts, do past papers, do at least 3 past papers per subject. So every day you're doing one past papers, 3 hours you block for that, 1 hour for evaluating it. Or if you have some mentor, you can reach out to the mentor who will evaluate the paper for you. After that, you study for the rest of your 6-7 hours, and do your concepts, do your important questions. So that's how you can plan your next 18 days. Then for the next 12 days, again you revise, bring it down to 2 days per subject. So only when you can bring down all the content to 2 days per subject can you study effectively in 1.5 day before the examination under the exam pressure. So you could plan your studies like that. So yes, plan your studies effectively. Break it down into three different slots. One where you're reading, second for your first revision, and then for your third revision. And then you get another revision time before your examination. So four times effectively, you would be reading everything. You would be solving questions, which is, I think, more than enough to pass a CA intermediary examination. In case you require any kind of guidance, you can definitely reach out to me. I'll be very happy to help you and be back with more such content. Till then, take care. See you.